Boom. Turn this shit down.
All right. Critically Unfocused podcast, man. Episode 27. We back. 27. We got all three members of DX here this week. Not just Shawn Michaels and HBK. X-Pac is back.
Wait. Shawn Michaels and HBK is the same nigga.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H. My bad.
Yeah, you good.
We off to a bad start.
Cut. Kind of got X-Pac's hair if you think about it.
No, the Dudley Boys are back with Stacy Keibler.
Oh my,
or Spike Dudley, whichever one you want.
Yeah, there we go. Spike Dudley was trash. He's the worst weed carrier of all time that nobody gave a fuck about.
Nah, you like that the turnbuckle bulldog DDT shit he did? That shit was cold.
It was okay. Nothing special, but
it was the only movie he had. But you get fucked up after that.
I hate you niggas. I was listening to y'all episodes on the plane. Had to rip my headphones off several times, like that mad soccer coach. Throw my shit out the plane. I don't even know where my headphones are right now.
Yep.
So,
what up, time zone traveler? I ain't gonna call you world traveler because you hop back and forth a little bit. But how you feeling, man? You didn't touch the people.
I did touch the people. I came back from LA with a cold. Hope it's not COVID, fortunately.
Sheesh! You got the COVID double.
It was a good couple trips, man. You know. Had to go see the world. Went to the big house and watch UW get fucked up. Then went to LA last weekend too. May or may not have went to a Chargers game. I don't know what the final score was. I was drunk.
You was out in Ingleweird.
Ingle was hella funny. So we had our Airbnb was like 5 blocks from the stadium. First off, that stadium's so big you can see that motherfucker from. You take any left or right in Inglewood, that stadium is in your face. But it's still in a residential neighborhood, so it's like kind of gentrified until you make the wrong right, and then it's like, oh shit.
I heard
you just saw
Steve Ballmer and Kroenke knocking down all the black people's houses to build shit out there. So
I shit you not. So the first day we got there, we're following the map. It says take a right on 104th Street, and we see there's security and shit, and we're like, what the fuck? Our Airbnb is on this street. We tell the dude that, and he's like, oh yeah, there's an event going on. And then we see Clipper Darrell walking out out one of the little side gates or something. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? And that's when you guys started sending they were doing the groundbreaking there. We were on the same street as the groundbreaking event, but again, all that shit's in a residential neighborhood. They were breaking ground next to a fucking El Pollo Loco in the middle of Inglewood. That shit is. They're definitely gonna knock some houses down to build that shit.
You saw
visit Queen Street
himself, or small bet. Go ahead.
You said, I see what?
Did you visit Queen Street in Inglewood?
I was not looking for that type of smoke, sir. I was on a business trip.
Coochie.
Yes.
You wanted him to tap in with the whoopers?
No, yeah, tap in, man. With the community. The community.
Man, we did drive past the Marathon store. They got a fucking that shit's fully gated up. It was 10 a.m. on a Sunday, and there was a full-blown hood meeting out front. Niggas had on headsets, they were directing a music video or some shit. It was a wild time for sure.
Duck down inside your little Maxima,
hell no, nigga. I rolled the windows down in the. We was in the Nissan Pathfinder. I rolled the windows down.
You was riding high. Hold on.
Hey, listen.
You got some perks saved up.
Shout out to my company. My company perks. They do give us discounts on.
Shout out, but don't shout out because this ain't that.
This ain't that. They looking to fire niggas right now. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good time though. It was a good time.
Did you go to the Marathon store? My fault, Blake. Did you go to the Marathon store?
No, that shit is closed. You cannot get in. First off, I wouldn't have gotten out the car when I seen how much blue was outside that store, and how many aggressive niggas was outside that store. But no, they haven't completely At first I know they had the regular concert barricades, but it is a full wall closing off that parking lot. You cannot get in unless you're let in.
Building the base on Fallout.
It's exactly what it looks like, and I don't think I have the right pass.
So it's just shut. It's just shut down now. People can't just go in there and shop no more.
You can see it on Google Maps. They got the fences all around it. I think they're doing some heavy remodeling type shit. Because that whole entire strip mall shut down, not just the store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It had those little it's like if you go to the mall and they're building a new store, how it's blacked out and shit. It kind of looks like that. And they had a door where somebody could let you in. Exactly, somebody could let you in, but again, I don't have the right credentials to be let in.
Credentials.
It was right there. What was I doing? Right there.
Are they still like accepting? Can you still buy shit off that website? Are they still?
Yeah.
Or
they don't
better question: if you order something, will you get it by 2024?
See, if I did this, you would shit on me. You'd be like, "Oh, look at you hating on black business."
He's got a point.
Saying,
you both have a good point. I mean, Prince said he ordered some shit. He ordered some shit like right when Nipsey passed, and I know he was tweeting about getting that shit like a month ago.
Come on. You know how that happened though. That's like a once in a lifetime event. If you would have ordered that before Nipsey passed, he probably would have got it.
Like, for sure. I'm sure. I know that niggas was for sure. And I've seen too many.
You want to hate on a black business not shipping shit? I can talk to y'all about that.
Please do. I got a story, dude. Go ahead.
Y'all remember like it might have been
that watch company?
No, I have problems with them. You have a problem with them?
No, I didn't have no problem with them. I didn't order none of them either, but I have a problem with them.
They're fantastic.
Might have been like 6-7 episodes ago. I shouted out the NDRA. It's the Donk Racing Association down here. Yeah. So the week before I did that on here, I bought some merch from them. I still don't have it.
You did order it when a nigga got stabbed there, so maybe that's why.
It's a traveling show. If someone gets stabbed in Mobile, it don't shut down the operation. They're in South Carolina the next weekend.
Oh boy, they drove past your house with your shit in the back.
That sounds like when people was ordering that Nav V-Loan shit. Remember how everybody was talking about they didn't get their shit to like over a year on Twitter?
Hell nah.
Yeah. It was like making the shit as motherfuckers ordered it.
Dog, they was saying,
and that's some bullshit.
I forgot I ordered this. This shit shipped 13 months later.
No, what all they're doing is taking the Gildan shirts and pressing a V on the back of it. Like, that's some bullshit. You don't get your shit for a year.
Hey, what's the longest it took y'all to get something that you ordered? Like
right now, this stuff from the NDRA.
Bro.
Yeah, it's been like 2 months.
I bought it was like 4 years ago. I tried to buy the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy vinyl because it comes in like a big ass like fold out thing. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that shit for Christmas. I ordered it in February. They hit me up in January of the following year to cancel my order. Straight down the album. They were like, yeah, we're out of stock and no longer restocking. Which now looking back on it, Kanye is very like that was a very Kanye thing. But it was like one of those like I forgot I ordered this shit 10 months ago, and then like your shit's canceled.
I've heard that happening with a lot of people getting like vinyls, but like signed ones, where it's like you order from a lot of them like that, and the artist just never gets around to fucking signing them, and then they'll have you on hold for like a year, and then just cancel the shit.
Yeah, and this wasn't even no special edition shit. It was just like I like how like the vinyl like folded out and had all the different art, and they're just like, nah, we good, fam.
That's pretty trash.
Getting the Donk album after that would have been funny as fuck.
I'm trying to think. I think even when I ordered those bronze off Nike ID, everybody says Nike ID is way better, but they're shipping down. But that shit,
it's way better.
About 6 weeks. Like I forgot I ordered them. I was like, what the fuck is this? That and that Raekwon statue I ordered. That shit took like 7 months because it was like a pre-order.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this big ass box?
Yeah, no, I can see that though, because it was probably pre-production too. So
yeah,
make the shit
and then he had to he signs and autographs all of them and everything. But
oh yeah, that's probably a good lead time on that. I feel like that's not egregious.
Dude, I feel like you showed me that statue, and then I ordered it, and then 7 months go by, and I'm like, oh shit, this big ass box is in my living room.
I think you showed it to me. I swear you did. I might have showed the website or something like that because
I think you might have shown me the website. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were talking about the Czarface one.
Yeah. Okay. It might. Yeah. It probably was from them. Yep.
Yeah. That shit took forever to get here.
Everything been going good for you though? Other than that, Shakur, you been good, man?
Yeah, dude. I worked a crazy amount of hours this week, bro. I worked definitely over 60 hours this week. Yeah, and I went today because fucking it was double pay the whole day. So I was like, fuck it, like, and I've been losing money this goddamn gambling. So I was like, man, let me go get this money back.
You've been going fucking hard.
Yeah, you went hella hard.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, Blake, let me tell you real quick how Shakur called me Saturday afternoon last week. He's like, hey, bro. Hey, you trying to get in on these tickets with me? I was like, why are you whispering? Are you okay? He goes, oh, yeah, I'm fine.
I wanted to see if you wanted to bet on the Chargers and the Rams game.
He read off his whole ticket. And I was like, that sounds like an L. And then he sent us the tickets. Nigga lost every game. Didn't win a single one.
Dude, what was it? Dude, the one that fucked me, the 500 to win 14 was that Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumble, because that was 500 to win 1400.
Sheesh. Mm-mm. So how much you lose last week?
720.
God damn. So you basically work for free this week.
A few days, yes. A week, yes. Sometime.
I'm gonna say it's early as hell in Clyde Edwards-Helaire's career, but I'm ready to call him a fraud because I have him in my dynasty league, and I also have on my team Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams, and I start both of them together rather than starting Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I will say, as a player who watched his career at LSU, I didn't see it for him. And then that last year where everybody on the team was a fucking world beater, it was like, okay, he looks solid. He still didn't even look all that year, but he looked solid for sure. But before that, it was like, oh, like, he's a good, okay running back. I did not think he was
next LSU running back up.
Yeah, exactly. So when people were like, I know last year in fantasy, people were like taking him like 4th, 5th overall. I was like, oh, oof.
And like the logic kind of makes sense though. Yeah. Like the logic, I get the logic behind it. Think about it though, like he's gonna have hella scoring opportunities, and he's going to a high-powered offense. Like,
if you think like what Kareem Hunt was, he's gonna be the next Kareem Hunt for that team.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking, and they're gonna throw him the ball a lot too.
I've also seen Kareem Hunt play, and this nigga was not that.
I never saw Kareem Hunt till I saw him. I was like, wow, this guy's really good at football.
Oh yeah, I didn't see him to the league, but it was. Yeah. I know that. I'm sure Kareem Hunt looked better in college than that. Because Clyde looked regular as hell.
And it's funny because his first carry in the league, he fumbled.
Sounds about right. Sounds like another LSU running back, Stephen.
No, I'm talking about Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's first carry was for a fumble that he lost. Okay. And then he just led the league in rushing.
I know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Kareem Hunt, man.
My week been good, man. Had my daughter's first birthday this past Saturday. Shout out to her.
Shout out to the GOAT.
Walking and shit like that. Getting some teethus. But yeah, man. It's been chill. Been cool around here.
You guys get her anything dope or anything hella loud?
She has like a bunch of shit already. Our downstairs looks like a fucking like Odyssey 1. So we were like actually open people like don't sit and stuff. My mom, and this is like what I told my mom this on the phone afterwards. Like yo, like if you ever send me anything from IKEA again, it better have like your plane ticket or itinerary in here because I'm not doing this anymore. Like she got her this kitchen that we set up and like man that shit was hell. Like I hate IKEA. Like I love IKEA because you get really nice stuff for good prices, but I hate when you get the thing home and then you got to do it. Like I don't know.
It'd be like, dude, we got this like stand for our living room that looks like when you look at it, it's the most simple shit ever. It's literally like 3 sections and some glasses that you put on the sections. I somehow put the whole shit together and figured out it was backwards at the last step, and it's like at no point does it really tell you that you fucked up, so you got to take it all apart. Like they will give you the most simple shit, and it's the hardest shit in the world to put together.
Do you ever we've done this before. Me and Bree have done this before. I think I did this before with my mom too when I was a kid. But something from there, like where it has like shelves inside of it, and then the shelves supposed to go one way because one side is painted, the other side is not, and you put the shelf in backwards and don't realize till afterwards.
Yep. We got a TV stand from there, and I put it together because we were having like a get together that night, so I put it together hella quick, threw the TV on there. I'm like, cool, this should look fire. America comes home, she's like, isn't that supposed to be facing the other way? I'm like, I didn't realize it, and nobody else realized the shit.
Executive decision.
Hey, but pro strat with IKEA, I've learned just with putting shit together in general, hitting YouTube because somebody has put that shit together on YouTube and they'll show you the step by step. I did with this desk I got. That shit saved me like 30 minutes at minimum.
Yeah, YouTube I think I did that with this desk as well. Or I think I read an Amazon comment about the desk I have now, just like trying to get people.
You can find anything on YouTube, bro.
You gotta let somebody else do the work for you.
That is a fact.
That's true.
A fact. All right. Y'all want to get into some topics?
Hey, can I know we kind of far past this point, but I was looking into the famous number 17s, and of course my phone's freezing right now.
27.
Sorry, 27s. So
you already know.
No, he's not on this list. Mike Trout's
number 27.
Mike Trout wears 27.
There's a There's a white baseball player from the 60s and 70s named Catfish Hunter.
Yep.
And I looked him up, and it just said Catfish Hunter. I'm like, what's his real name? I ended up finding out his real name is James, but like even his like baseball reference, Catfish Hunter. You gotta like dig to find this brother's real name. Nigga was nice too. I just want to shout out Catfish Hunter. I think that's a great name. Don't care about any other number 27.
That's you want a lot of it to be our cover. So who's our cover?
Jamal Murray's a good one.
Can we?
You got a favorite picture?
All right.
Can we do? They got what? Steve Atwater's on here. David Ortiz is a good one.
All right, Big Poppy. Plenty
Eddie
of power.
George.
You were 27.
George is. Yeah.
You know they don't. I think Red Sox don't have numbers on the front, so you see his belly. You don't see the number.
Vladimir Guerrero wore 27. I feel like that's kind of topical because his baby boy killing it right now.
That's my guy.
Yeah. Who were you shouting out, Shakur? That wore 27.
All right, my guy, Rasheed Mathis.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do like Eddie George or something.
He topped out like an 89 1 year.
Nah, he definitely got up to a 90 because he made first team all pro 1 year. When they do the relax.
Yeah, debatable. You guys show me the proof.
Hey, when's the first time you guys, Blake? You kind of don't count because I know you watch baseball. When's the first time you guys heard David Ortiz's accent?
You know what? So dumb. I don't know if it was the first time, but the time that's memorable to me, and this definitely was not the first time. It was after the Boston bombing, and like he like got on the microphone to talk to the crowd there, and he was like, I know he used like an expletive. He's like, "Let's fucking go, Boston," but he said it in his voice, and like I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dog, they thought they was under attack again.
Yo, goddamn. Nothing. I seen that airport commercial he got with the Big Poppy, and I thought it was a joke. And then I was like, oh, I kind of fuck with this like black baseball player. Let me check him out. So I went and watched him. I'm like, my shit tripping. What is that noise? Because I didn't didn't even put together that like Dominicans can look like that. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? This nigga look.
They took the slaves like everywhere.
Dog, they really did. They really. Dog, I seen like Robinson Cano. Looked like four people I know. I heard him. Robinson Cano looked like King Von. I heard him talk and was shocked. Absolutely shocked.
Anderson Silva looked like your everyday black American. Did not sound like it.
Thick as hell. That's funny. Yeah. The accent's thick as hell.
You said he's thick as hell. Whoa.
I said the accent's thick as hell. Not him. I've only been back for like 20 minutes. You niggas is acting out.
Blake's is dumb, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I agree.
No, I feel like David Ortiz had like a This Is Sports Center commercial or something like that, so I probably heard it on there.
Yeah, that's probably it.
All right. He looks looking for Rasheed Mathis' Madden rating.
97. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
you got to 97?
That's a lie.
I'm on MaddenRatings.weebly right now.
What year was that?
That's the ultimate.
This
team
is
card.
Madden 07 because it was the year he made first team all pro. Because Champ Bailey's a 99.
97.
Yeah, dude. John Henderson was a 95 and Marcus Stroud was a 94. Jesus Christ.
No, they didn't even update ratings throughout the year like that back then. So you telling me he opened?
Yeah, because Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew are both 89s.
All right.
Ooh, these receivers is nasty.
All right, man.
Yeah, fuck
so,
you guys.
Friend of the show, Ben Simmons, said he's not going to report to camp. Intends to never play for the 76ers again. What is y'all thoughts? Like what the hell went wrong in this relationship? Like for both sides? Like what happened?
I feel like Ben really at some point leaned into the like I'm not gonna do anything other than what I want to do, which obviously is never gonna sit well with your employer. And then I think last year was the tipping point. Like that last play was definitely the tipping point on his end of like, dude, you really fucked us just now. And then I think
that was a crucial possession.
I'm sure there was stuff going on in the background with the Sixers organization just in general because we've kind of heard like slick comments from Brett Brown when he was there. And we know that they try to trade him before the season or like during the season or whatever. But that Doc Rivers shit, where he's like immediately after the game, was like, I don't really know the answer to that question right now. When asked if you could win a championship with Ben Simmons, while like you might be right. Like I don't know if we can. We haven't fucking done it yet. That's just like I don't think there's anything worse he could have said other than no, you can't.
The coach can't do that, right? Like the coach.
The coach can't say that.
But like, yeah, I think like him and Joel have always seemed to have like a weird relationship, and they have to like keep proving that they like each other. And then Joel says some shit about him after the game. So like, I think it was always a slippery slope that we were gonna get to this point. It just now we here.
I respect Doc Rivers' honesty, bro. They asked him that, and nigga was like, "Man, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, man. This nigga's passing up." He was like, "Man, this nigga's passing up open layups. He doesn't fucking shoot." I'm like, bro, I don't.
I can agree with respecting the honesty, even, but like saying it in the public, the wrong move.
It's hilarious. He was like, "I don't know."
You got to think like Doc, like with his resume, he's probably thinking like, this is probably the last time someone's going to just hire me out the gate to coach a contender. So let me not do anything to fuck this opportunity up and get the best team I can every single year.
Yeah, man, that was sick. But yeah, I feel like it's got to be right for both sides to trade him. But like every time we hear about Philly asking for something, they're asking for the world and then some. And you can't shit on the player immediately after the game in front of everybody, and then shit on them all off season. And be like, yeah, we want 8 first-round picks, your best player, and like there's only so many teams where like we all seen what he can't do and what he seems to refuse to do. So there's only so many teams that are going to be like, does this fit with what we're trying to do right now on a max deal? So he's got to be your first, like he's got to probably be your best player for the most part if he's making money like that. I don't know who he fits with where he could be the second best player unless it's Karl-Anthony Towns. Like that might be the only fit.
There's some like nasty fuck. Well, one of the next topic actually involved one of the teams involved with him, but like one of the other ones that I heard was John Wall, potentially because I think he might have the same contract.
Yep.
And it's like John Wall, like he's not a great shooter either, but the thing is he will shoot. Like he will take the shot. He's not worried about that.
That's a fact.
So Philly, I think has enough perimeter defense to not make up for what they're losing from Ben, but to not like fall off a cliff defensively.
It won't be the end of the world. You still got Danny Green and Tybal out there.
Like if you're Houston, are you going, okay, we're going to give up John Wall, whatever other young piece they asked for, plus however many picks they asked for Ben Simmons, Kevin Porter, and like who they draft?
I don't think people want Kevin Porter. I honestly don't. Like
I don't think they want. Probably not. I don't think they want to name like their young guys.
Yeah. But I'm saying I'm saying like you're good. I'm saying Houston would have Kevin Porter, Ben Simmons, Jalen Green, like, and Ben Simmons is like that the dog on that team. Like he's the big dude on that team. I don't know. I mean, I guess that
they might ask for John Wall, like Christian Wood, and like maybe send another contract back to match salary, whatever.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Now that I'm saying it out loud, that might not be the worst fit for you because they got a bunch of like young dudes who can somewhat shoot and are willing to shoot.
Yeah, you're trying to get people minutes at that point. That team's terrible. Like this, you're not really trying to.
But shit, I don't really know. Houston and Minnesota, freaky ass Minnesota is the only place I can see him going.
Why is
Minnesota freaky? What's wrong? Oh, never mind.
All right,
I forgot.
Well, no. This just happened. So this week, the T-Wolves president of basketball operations, Gersson Rosas, was fired from the team, right? And then it came out that the reason he was fired was because he was having an extramarital affair or relationship with T-Wolves staffer who worked there, and they got caught in I don't know if it was a 4K or not, but at a Minnesota United FC game, like a MLS game there, like kissing like in a private booth, like. And then they came for him after that, and they got him the fuck out of there.
Motherfuckers are dumb.
Is that a fireable offense in y'all opinion?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Elaborate, Shakur.
Dog, you just like if my boss is cheating on his wife and somebody catch him, but like he ain't like. If the company's straight and we successful, like all right,
the company's not straight though,
bullshit.
And they're not.
I know, they're not. But like, if you're doing everything right and everything's running fine, and you cheating on your wife, hey man, it is what it is. Like you gonna have to come up off hella money because you about to get divorced and you about to lose half your shit, but that's on you.
Shakur, to your point, I know that they said after the fact that like they said this was like a very poorly kept secret and everyone knew about it. So it sounds like. He got caught because it got messy. But at any job in this fucking world that you work at, like it's in your handbook that the boss can't fuck the employees and the employees can't fuck the boss. Like you're not supposed to do that.
Bro, what, dude? All right, at my place of employment,
you also work at a sick fucking place.
No,
y'all have a verb named after y'all that drives people going crazy. That's
dude. They got what was it? One of our carriers. He divorced his wife, who was a carrier there, and married married a supervisor.
Allegedly,
at most places you can work, a superior dating their subordinate is fireable.
Well, so that's why she had to go to somewhere else.
So okay, like she got to get moved. What are you talking about?
I don't think you can't send it to be a staff on another team. Like,
wait, where's he supposed to go? Yeah, where's he supposed to go?
He can't go be the president of basketball operations for the Cavaliers. Yeah. Like,
no, we just switch you. We just got to trade you.
Yeah, the Minnesota Wild.
Motherfuckers are
go over there. Man. The Lynx.
Yeah, but I know more shit was coming out, and they were like hella staffers there did not like him. They didn't like the way he talked to people or treated people. They said they had to have the owner of the team, what's his name, Glenn Taylor, come in for in-house meetings and shit.
They searching for clout. They searching for clout now.
Maybe, who knows?
Glenn didn't do nothing, or Gersson didn't do nothing wrong. Free him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he was just. He was cheating.
He was tonguing down his side chick in the company booth.
So, I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, if I got a private booth, yeah, he need to whoop whoever called him. He need to whoop their ass. What the fuck you doing in my private booth?
Have you seen?
No, it was in the stands.
He got a big ass head. He looks weird.
He ain't beating nobody's ass.
He looked like a Spanish version of John Clayton. He got that big ass head.
Wow. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That nigga looks like a
Tacoma legend. Don't play him.
He's from Tacoma?
He got his start out there.
Yeah, he works for King 5 or NBC right now out here.
Oh shit, hey, shout out to him.
And just so we're not just shaming Gersson by himself, the staffer who was fired, her name was Bree Bauer. So
what'd she do wrong?
She knew better than to stick her tongue in that nasty man's mouth.
He got all the money in the cloud. She's trying to fuck her way to the top. Blame her.
There's two adults. You all both getting this L.
Yo, yeah. Spanish John Clayton's kind of funny because he kind of do look like a Spanish John Clayton.
His head's big as fuck. Nah, man.
Scandalous ladies in the news.
R.I.P. Bozo.
When people be having hella head space like that, hella bald heads or hella forehead space like that, you think they be getting it buffed? Because that shit always be shiny.
It be shiny.
I'm just saying. You in your 20s right now. Be careful how you talk.
Hey, that's why I started growing my hair out. I flip that shit to the front, nigga. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. You already got a 5.5 head right now, so all right. Be careful.
Don't make me start counting. The fuck?
Oh no, I know what I'm working with over here. Look at this corner right here, bro. There in this thin right here. Jesus, my days are numbered. This ain't making it to 40.
You better like a porno nigga.
Hey, I know you listen to enough podcasts. You better go start fucking with Hims or something. Hey, Hims, send us a sponsorship.
Hims, Manscaped, any of y'all come through.
You see,
I can sell the ball trimmer 5,000.
What is it? Do y'all see the before pictures with Drew Brees' hair and how it looks now that he's on TV again?
Hey, he looked all right. He was kind of just hating, bro.
No, he didn't look all right. That shit looks.
Both y'all was hating.
If you didn't,
no, it's just crazy how the difference is. It's yo, he definitely got.
Yeah.
They definitely put some cat on his head.
Yeah, I think if you didn't know what he looked like before, he looks fine. He just looks like a white dude with a toupee. But if you know what he looks like before, that shit looks nuts.
Yeah. That's why Brian Urlacher shit looks crazy.
Donut frosting on his head.
All right, man. Yeah, what's wrong with you?
His hair looks thick, solid, and tight, bro.
No, Brian Urlacher looks nuts.
You said his head looks thick, solid, and tight?
Yep.
Can you play the drop for me, please?
That is kind of crazy. It is what it is. You.
All right, relax.
Wario!
You like dick.
Did y'all?
Yeah, damn, dude, relax.
Y'all see? So the Scammer of the Year award has a new front runner, favorite. Some would say.
Love it.
Karen Silverman out here putting in work.
Oh my god.
Hey man, Cam tried to tell us, man. Cam tried to tell us.
Cam did.
Yeah,
Cam
tried to tell us. He said she's a dirty scamming bitch.
So I'm gonna give some
She's
background
sexy,
to
though.
our non-messy listeners who may not be up on.
Can I ask something about the Cam thing real quick? What was the reaction that he got when he said that? Did people get mad at him for saying
People
that?
hated on him, and I got that's in here.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So this all started because man, how did I not write this lady's name down again? There was I think a female artist who like complained about Karen like not doing work for her when she paid her to do work for her. Then Joyner Lucas came out and said that he sent her $60K like I think in 2012 or something like that to do PR work, and she just straight ghosted him. And then other people started coming out of the woodwork saying the same thing, like that happened to them with her too. Joyner actually said that Cameron speaking out back in 2016 is what motivated him to speak up this time. And he spoke up back in 2016 after Cam did it too, but it didn't get traction for whatever reason.
For sure, because he was hella small back then.
Yeah, and so I don't even. He kind of had like a following then, but yeah, he wasn't where he's at now. He didn't have the Eminem records, I don't think. So
Still
then, okay, and then Jason Lee, who I guess is this dude who made the Hollywood Unlocked page. He went on the Breakfast Club and talked more about like what went on with her too, because I guess he had some dealings with her. He must have like posted something about her on that page, and she paid to have hackers shut down his IG page. And then she caught to doing that. I know.
Shit. What the fuck?
Yeah. So then, while all this is going on and people are coming out the woodwork about the stuff that Karen did bad about him, another one popped up from Haiti. This nonprofit out there that said that she pump faked them out of like $40,000 because Karen is Haitian and said that she was going to go down there and like work with them to like build I think it was a playground, and Karen sent like I think they said like $1,500 to do a groundbreaking ceremony for the playground, and she showed up there for that and like was holding a check, but the check was like should have had like the name of the charity it was going to on it. Instead it had like her Live Civil promotion on it, and the like the holding one of the big old promotional checks is
it paid herself.
It said $40,000 on the check, right? But the nonprofit never got any of the money.
God damn.
Yeah, it was just bad. Like it's just all around bad. I don't know.
Nasty. It's funny though too, because it's funny that people were paying her. Because so we had talked about earlier this week, and the only thing I really knew her from was like being popular on Twitter. Like she would be in like all the Black Twitter conversations and stuff. So I'd see her on there, and like I know people that were popular on there would talk to her. And then I started seeing her like hosting the BET Awards and shit. I was like, damn, how'd she come up like that? So then I looked, and she like started a website for Lil Wayne and like had worked at a couple record labels. So it's like,
and, like
she kind of got famous off of being around people. So people were like, oh yeah, I'll give you some money to make me also popular. And she was like, yeah, all right. And got niggas, which is hilarious. Not hilarious, but
she's like a dot connector, I guess. Like she like puts two and two together a lot. I know she was like close with Nipsey and them. So
yeah, she's real life.
She
Selena
does
Kyle,
do
man.
stuff. What, Selena Kyle?
Yeah.
The reason I asked about the Cameron thing though, it's hella funny because I feel like I remember when he said that people were like killing him, like, yo, he hates black women and he's hella foul and all this shit. And it's like sometimes niggas do be telling the truth. Like he could hate black women, that's a potential thing, but like she could be a dirty scamming bitch.
Dog.
Yeah, man.
She could be a dirty scamming bitch. Clearly she was a dirty scamming bitch.
I hate social media, dog, because this shit is like so reactionary and like everyone's the fucking moral police and like you could be saying the exact truth, but it doesn't fit like the narrative how you're supposed to behave in public on there. Then people are gonna come for your fucking head.
And especially because she was popular. If this was somebody that people didn't fuck with, people would have been jumping on the back.
If it was Lena Waithe, people would have been like, "Oh yeah, fucking get her."
It's a perfect example because niggas would drag her.
I'm niggas.
Shakur,
yes.
Yeah, niggas would drag her. That's funny. But
she definitely got her body done with all that money she stole.
Shit, I would too.
She used to be built like a Toshiba laptop.
He just named off at least $100K.
Yeah, no. She got the premium package.
Yeah. That's an investment at that point. So what do you guys think If any, like, you think she'll just like people will stop fucking with her? This is one of those things that you think will just blow over, kind of.
It'll blow over, but I think some people won't stop fucking with her because it's a very bad look.
Yeah, it's like she's only. I think this week the only other person probably catching more heat than her is like Nicki Minaj for the shit that they got going on. Jesus so Christ. It's like this is going to be permanent. But like I've said this I think probably since episode 1. Like I don't think like cancel culture or shit like that. It's not real. Like so people that fuck with you are going to keep fucking with you. It doesn't really matter. Like
for sure, especially if her prices start coming down. People who are like, well, shit, I didn't have 60K, but I do got 12.
I tell you what, I'll never do business with Karen Civil now. Yeah. Not that I was going to before, but now
This is true. Yeah, she's
unless she wants to
be able to host the BET Awards. Yeah, she got a couple podcasts. Don't Joe still be calling her, or is that a different?
She's on his network.
She has a show on his network, but they haven't recorded for like 2 months or something like that. They took a break.
Okay. I wonder if
she probably stole something from him.
She took the check and stopped showing up.
No, their show sucked. I'm not gonna hold you. I tried.
I feel like most of
their shows kind of ass.
Suck. Not most. There's only like one other one.
I liked it.
Did you?
I'm just kidding. I never heard that shit. I never listened to that shit.
I was gonna be surprised if you heard it. I was like, you listened to that really?
No.
Shakur listening to women? Yeah, right.
Cam told me what it was. I ain't listen to that thieving bitch.
Did he give you any evidence at the time?
Shout out to all my stealing bitches. Say what?
Wow. Unrelated to this, but another topic. So last week I talked about Prep on here, the battle rapper. I thought that was amazing.
I was giggling on the airplane at like 9 p.m., dog.
Okay, so I didn't follow up with how that played out this week and like that. But another battle rapper hopped up in some bullshit this week, and this is a guy I'd never heard of before. His name is Battle Truth.
Okay.
You heard about him before ever?
Nope.
I don't know that name.
All right. So he's also like a battle rap blogger, and I guess like has like some controversial takes where like he has like beef with another blogger named Chris Bias. But either way, this dude Battle Truth, like I don't know what happened, but like I think it was his baby's mother or his wife like came out and like was just like bashing him, like contacting all these other bloggers and saying that he got his stepdaughter pregnant, he's raised like she was like a baby, so it's basically his daughter. And then he comes out and confirms that he did.
Oh,
that's what motherfuckers was talking about. I seen people talking about that shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Niggas are sick, bro. He confirmed it.
That's some nasty shit.
Yes, that's noble.
That's all I got to say about that.
Did they say how old his stepdaughter was?
I don't know. They're of age. It wasn't like some like pedo. It's just like a fucked up relationship type shit.
Yeah, that's gross. Nah, that Prep shit was fucking hilarious because I wasn't expecting him to make a fake group chat, and when the way he got the people to respond, he had to like change numbers in his phone or like make fake numbers.
Find the app. He put in work.
Yeah, that's not an easy thing to do. Like you got to put in some serious work to make a fake group chat of niggas responding. That's
I did.
crazy.
Yeah. So the reason I guess that broke. This is what I learned this week is that the girl that he was trying to impress sent the screenshots of the chat that he sent her to the battle rappers, and they were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Why did she do that?
To kind of confirm or see like what they're talking about, because like she didn't think they were like on that with her either, and they weren't.
So she was also suspicious.
Yes.
Wait a minute, these niggas ain't ever talked to me once. Now they want to eat my ass.
Okay. Yeah, like all this type of shit.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
don't walk away from your computer mid conversation, and you'd be hit fine in conversation.
So, are either of y'all gonna try to make it to the Fugees tour that they just announced and like started immediately?
Immediately, you mean 3 hours late?
Exactly. Why would I want to go to that? No, absolutely not.
I saw Lauryn Hill at a music festival years ago at Rock the Bells.
Did she show up?
Yeah, she was there.
I know she came to the showbox and nigga said she was 4.5 hours late.
That's insane.
And performed in front of like a half empty crowd because she was so late.
You could go to the Oakland or LA date. I mean, it might be the last time to see the Fugees together.
No, I'm good. That's not one.
I didn't know that. I thought like some of them had beef with each other or something. I didn't know they was cool.
There's only 2 of them that matter.
They're coming to get this bag.
No love for Praz. That's crazy.
No.
Pross is one of the best docs on homelessness and like mental health that I've ever seen. It's on Skid Row. It was used to be on like Netflix back in 2008.
Is he gonna perform that at the concert?
Why are you such a dickhead, man?
We're waiting for Lauren to show up.
Jesus Christ.
That's a good point. I might be getting some informative information. Hey, we went to Skid Row when we were in LA. The people I was with like, this isn't as bad as I thought. Because
You out there to go commit some hate crimes?
Fuck no. We went in broad day.
This man's a trauma tourist.
I went the first time I went to LA.
You coochie. You gotta go there at night, get the real experience.
People fucked off.
Doug, that shit is.
Oh, they ain't got shit on Seattle bums.
Nah, these niggas was advanced. Had showers in the middle of the street and shit.
Yuck.
See these niggas, yeah.
Look how you spent your time. I like that's expensive as hell too. You went to go have voyeurism on homeless people.
Hey, nigga, I see the dude. He had a boat motor on the back of a shopping cart, smashing them.
Went to go see gangbanging and homeless people.
What else does LA have to offer?
I don't know. Beach.
Exactly. We did go to the beach. We went to the beach immediately after that to cleanse ourselves.
And the homeless people were there?
It was like eye bleach.
You see the tar pits?
No, but I've been there before. I've been to LA hella times, bro.
See bum surfs.
But you gotta check back in with the homeless people this time.
I gotta tap in with the culture, bro. I was once.
Did you see C-Mac down there? He be feeding them gumbo.
I seen Aaron out there. No, I'm joking. I did not see either of them.
You are stupid. Shout out to all my homeless niggas.
Yes, you are niggas.
Man, used to be my homie. Used to be my ace.
Now you want to slap the taste out the mouth.
There we go. Shout out to you, Blake. I finished it.
I wasn't about to finish that.
Who y'all got in JD versus Diddy in a versus?
Jermaine Dupri.
Is it really based off the catalog, or like it's just like the hate of Diddy is like tied into that?
I think it's based off the catalog.
I think it's the catalog, yeah.
What is y'all idea for what that versus is? Like, what are the rules and what can they bring in?
I mean, since they're producers and record label owners, I imagine that they can play everything that their label is responsible for to an extent. Like, I don't think, like, I know, like Jeezy was on Bad Boy South, but I don't think Diddy's just gonna dip into all of these catalog after he was solo. He might
gonna play that one song. That nigga's gonna play that one song.
Yeah, like Them Boys is a great song. Like,
no, it was hard.
But yeah, like I know, he's obviously gonna play all the like heavy Bad Boy stuff, all the like Biggie stuff, which is is whatever. Like that's gonna hit.
The Biggie duets.
Jermaine Dupri got a lot of shit, and I think Jermaine Dupri got a lot of shit that sounds good, like in a verses. And I feel like Jermaine Dupri would put together a better like sequencing than Diddy would. Diddy's a showman though, so I think it would be good either way. I just have Jermaine Dupri winning it.
That nigga's gonna play like half that shit's gonna be Usher shit, Mariah Carey shit. I'm like, oh shit.
He got some Bow Wow in there, some Escape.
So did y'all see any of like the IG live they had together?
Mm-hmm.
No, I just seen them going back and forth on Twitter. I didn't see the video.
Diddy whooped his out from the live.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then he was on
like a sparring match or something.
No, just like arguments and playing some music.
Oh, okay. No, and I mean, like Diddy. I mean, Diddy obviously has some shit, but I'm trying to think of like post like 2004. What is he? I can't think of what he has after like a certain point. But obviously,
Angels Off Last Train to Paris. You're not dropping that.
I did like that album. I'm not gonna lie. I did fuck with that Last Train to Paris album.
If I told you once with the Keisha Cole.
Some songs.
I do remember that. I do remember that song. That song was a banger, but like
that album wasn't bad. I did like that album.
I feel like So Def, like I don't know, had a lot of shit. Give me some Debra.
Yeah.
Where?
What?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because I saw him. He was doing an interview like the next day, and he was talking about how him and like only 4 other people in hip hop are in like the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Yeah, and he was like, yeah, and he just always talk about like, well, I wrote these actual songs and all this stuff.
I was gonna say that I'm sure Jermaine Dupri's gonna pop up with a random ass song that we don't know he wrote or something.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Diddy probably will too. Like, yeah, my vocals were actually on the background of this Beyonce album, front to back. Yeah, but no.
Where would you want to see that versus hosted? Where's like a neutral enough place that's going to give a good enough reaction?
Nowhere in I don't know. Nowhere in New York and nowhere in the South.
Yeah.
That's what I wouldn't mind seeing in a studio, because I'm sure that's another one where I feel like they probably have some like good stories and shit to like share with each other versus.
I don't think they're ever gonna go back to that. I think there's too much money involved
in arenas and shit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to see that in like Madison Square, because like obviously that's gonna be hell.
Go like Miami or something.
Yeah, shit. Diddy halfway in Miami. You got to go to like LA or something. But they might be looking for Diddy in LA. I don't know.
I hope they finish.
I feel like that's Diddy's town too. I don't know.
Isn't everywhere?
He's been out there for a long ass time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say LA's his town. But...
I mean,
I'm saying in the conversation between him and JD, it's definitely his town.
It was his town.
Diddy's so big that kind of everywhere, because I know his like white party he does every year is in Miami. He's obviously from New York. I feel like he'd be in LA all the time. He'd be acting and shit. Yeah, I don't know.
He lives in LA.
Yeah, Diddy's
all the
an
motherfuckers
interesting
live
case.
in LA.
For sure.
JD lives in Atlanta.
Bitch. Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think will win, Blake? You got Diddy? It's so hard to predict these because you just don't know who's gonna come with what and how.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like Diddy's gonna win it because I feel like JD. Well, I don't know.
Diddy's a fucking showman. Like, he can put on a show. I feel like he'd do good just off that.
Yeah, he's gonna out talk JD, but JD might like dance or something, and that's gonna make it cool.
And Diddy see JD dancing, that nigga gonna start doing the worm or something.
Yeah. He might have a B-boy bag too.
Is that a confirmed one though, or are they just still bullshitting about it?
No, I don't think that'll happen. Honestly, like I don't.
What did Diddy say?
Like,
he said, "Who's the only person that can go get some Dr. Dre?"
Yeah. But you're not getting. He's not coming out the house for that.
Fucking no.
Yeah, he just fucking almost died like 6 months ago too.
And I think his wife just got another bag confirmed by the court. So
goddamn,
ex-wife. So actually, he might come out the house now. Pay that off.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Give his daughter some money.
Did you see her when you were on Skid Row?
Did who?
No.
He said, "Did I see Dr. Dre's daughter when I was on Skid Row?"
I'm just joking. Nah, man. Shout out to her. Hopefully she's doing well.
Who's that behind you?
Nigga, some doors and some bullshit jerseys.
Whoa.
Shakur finds a way to make everything a dark joke. He can make
speaking of abusive relationships,
y'all played
2K.
Speaking of beating bitches up. Wait, what? No, we was talking about Dr. Dre.
He segued out of the segue somehow.
All right, no, I'm just kidding. What's next, man? My fault.
Have y'all played 2K this year?
No, I have not.
Neither of y'all have?
Oh, yeah, we need to get 2K.
No.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
I haven't been home, so I haven't bought Sunday Ticket or 2K yet. I've been traveling. I ain't been.
I got Sunday Ticket now.
Hey, look at you. You pay the full price, you get that student plug.
No, we got DirecTV installed today.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Satellite, man.
Sunday Ticket's the gym.
Yeah.
No, but I haven't played it yet. Why you ask?
So, I feel like this conversation goes this time every single year. This year, it might be a little bit worse than past years from what people are saying. That it's more expensive now to upgrade your player to an 85 and then fill them out than it's been in the past. But this is like something that I've been thinking about for a while. Is just like the state that 2K is in, and like with its microtransactions, sort of. And y'all have experiences as well, I'm sure. But I don't think there's like any other game out there that's like as like abusive to like its player base than 2K. And it's kind of this like fucked up thing that like you don't necessarily have to play My Career. Like no one's making you play My Career. You can do like play now online or go play like My NBA or something like that. Not like ever see any of these things. But the fact is, like, if you are going to play My Career, which is the thing they probably advertise more than anything else, you are heavily incentivized to spend money every single year. Because if you don't, then you have to grind your way up.
Required. It's borderline required.
It's basically required without being required. Because if you don't, then you have to grind your player up from a 65 to
that's gonna take probably so fucking long.
At least in the 70s until you can kind of start having fun with people online. And even then, like the computer's going to kick your ass too if you're that low. So people are basically forced to spend money to get these players up. On top of that, you get fed more ads than like any game you'll ever play in your life. Just in the form of like the menu might be like, this is the audio settings menu brought to you by Beats by Dre, or travel around your G-Town Gatorade City or something like that. Like it's all types of bullshit like that lays in and out of this thing. All these cosmetics you can buy that are actual like name brand things that you pay money for. And yeah, it's just like they just keep kicking our ass on this stuff like every single year. And I feel like it never becomes that big of a fuss like it's like gaming media. And I made this point actually in the argument with someone on Reddit that like I don't think any other I feel like 2K probably has the largest like black players as a percentage of the people that play the game than any other game out there, right?
100%.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Probably feel that way. What would you like? So you play with Random Line. What would you say, like percentage wise? You think like of the 2K player base is black? Like what would y'all say?
Would y'all want to say half?
I'd say I'd say over
you think
half. I think it's got to be higher than half.
I think
higher
it's
than half. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's just based on me. Like I like it's not last year, the year before. I played with randoms like heavily. I'd say it's probably like anywhere from like 30 to 40%, like a little bit under half, right? But I feel like
I don't know a white person in real life that plays 2K or that is like I feel like all the white people I know in real life, okay, the one white dude we know online, but like I'm talking about just in real life amongst people who I know who play video games. I work with in a nerdy ass place with hella people who play video games, and of the people who play 2K, it's the 3 niggas in the store who like game heavily. I don't think I know a white dude who like at least is up on it. Like the white dudes I know that play it will be like, oh yeah, I got 2K20. And just update my rosters and play like.
So the reason why I said that number though is because the other part of that is that I feel like normal games, like not normal games, other games. So I also play Chivalry 2 online, right? Like the player base on that is black might be like less than 1%, and I feel like that's probably closer to the norm for like most games, like 1%, 2%, something like that. So when you have a game like 2K where it might be like 40% of the player base is black, it feels like everybody is black because you're not used to seeing that. It's just like how I live here in the South now, right? Fayetteville's 40% black, but I feel like everybody is black down here because you never see this many black people, right?
I guess I'm also thinking of the percentage of people who are in the park and not playing like my GM and Play Now and shit like that.
But you're looking at like what their players look like, and you know, like if the one white person stands up, then it looks fucking weird. But just based on numbers of like, there's 13% black people in this country, like we're probably not gonna have that many people on 2K. You know, like that much more.
Man, I'm dog. Like I feel like even a lot of the niggas I know that play video games, like we get made fun of because our console is a Call of Duty 2K machine. Like niggas don't even be playing that.
That's for sure.
So
Madden, Call of Duty 2K.
I'm just saying, like sheer numbers wise, we won't have that many consoles to have that many games. Like we can't have that many. You know. But that's why I say that, right? So. Either way, the number's large, right? It's way larger than other games, and I feel like gaming media and journalism doesn't really turn a stink towards the issues that are going on here the same way they do when it happens inside other games. Like, if y'all remember, like when Star Wars Battlefront first came out, they had to fucking restructure the entire game because of how much it got flamed. And that game is probably not more egregious than 2K is. Like every single year, 2K is a yearly.
Probably doesn't.
You talking about the Star Wars, right?
Base.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as bad as 2K, and they fixed it.
Yeah, and I'd imagine.
Yeah, and they fixed it, and it's fine now, right? But like, 2K never gets that initial pushback and grunt, like because we don't have anywhere else to go to play basketball for one. Yeah. So the player base itself, like, we're kind of captive, you know. Like it's hard to stage. That's like, true. I mean, this is just life. Like it's hard to get sports to do one thing in general.
Video game journalism in general doesn't pay any attention to sports. Period. Like. Madden had the whole like they were trending because the franchise like the fixed franchise mode on Twitter was like had like 1 million tweets or something last year, and you barely heard anything about that unless you're like following 2K people specifically or Madden people specifically. You're not just gonna like I don't feel like stumble across it. I listen to a couple video game podcasts all the time, and never unless it's talking about like what game sold the most is when they'll mention sports. But other than that. Like, they don't really talk about sports games in general. Kind of funny, we'll talk about how bad 2K's microtransaction stuff is every once in a blue moon as like when they're talking about bad microtransactions in a game, they're like, but it's not 2K, which is, I think it's easy to say it's by far the worst of any game just in general.
It seems like an easy layup for like, and I don't want to call this single individual out, like a Jason Schreier who like does this like incredible investigative work like for video games and stuff like that, where he does like these deep dives and figures out like, all these like abusive like work environment practices that are happening at these places and stuff like that, and just things that these companies are doing. This seems like an easy layup, no pun intended, for someone to come and do this look at 2K and see like, yo, look at what they're doing to their player base every single fucking year when they know like no one else is gonna come and like step in and take these players from them. Like,
I agree.
I don't know, like it's kind of just fucking wild. Like 2K like
So-
operates like a free to play game, but it costs $70 and then another 70 on top of that to get your player to where they need to be.
Yeah,
like
somebody's
that's
got to
fucking
hold their
insane.
ass to the fire eventually. Because I mean, and it kind of seems like I don't know, like because they're owned by the same company that owns Rockstar, so they own GTA 5, and GTA 5 has pretty. They've gotten much better, but like their costs for just shit online or like to earn money online used to be super abusive and like shit was hella expensive and you were not earning money fast enough to not buy stuff. It's definitely better now. But yeah, 2K is I think I don't want to say has got to figure something out because yeah, there's nobody's talking about it. We still buy the game, we still spend the VC, and then I know we've all justified it as like you go look how many we put 1,000 hours into the game every year,
For
so
sure.
it's like okay, if I spent $200 but I play the motherfucker for 1,000 hours, I don't feel so bad about it. But like the year, like if you there was a year I think you had like 5 characters, all of them were super nice. If you want to have 5 characters so you can go play with all your friends and have a different makeup, like you have to spend several $100s.
And that, even that's insane. It's like there's ways to go about that don't require players to spend that much. Like I made the suggestion today that like one, I feel like you should start at 75 because then it actually makes the route of not putting any money in viable because you can kind of have fun from the jump. And then two, like I've always felt this way that like you should be able you're just leveling your profile, right? But you can change that like those points that you earned into any position and any play. You shouldn't be locked into this one freaking build that you got to go back and spend money on. That's just
which is how they tried to make it seem it was going to be last year, but they were like, yeah, once you get your guy to 95 superstar 3, then you can like move your shit from player to player, which didn't even end up working out how they advertised the shit. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's hella fun, or it can be hella fun, but it's I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a sustainable model. But it's also like again the only place you can play basketball. Same thing with Madden. Madden's bad, but it's the only place we can play football. We just don't really got to spend any money at all to play that game. But they also
unless
have
you do
modes
that,
that are nearly as fun as
that one mode Ultimate Team, but
yeah.
But there's nothing like 2K.
No, it's like the frustrating part is like the gameplay has never been better than it is this year. Like the gameplay part of this game, even like with my career, like the park and like the wreck and all this shit, it's never been better than it is right now. But like, it's also never been more abusive than it is right now. It like
I feel even better if they're like because they make everything more expensive year to year. I feel so much better about it if I could like if I had a 2K wallet that I carry over, so all the VC I have from year to year to year carries over or something like that, or if it was even just like a new or a returning player bonus, like okay, you had last year's 2K, we'll start you with this much VC, but it's like
50,000 VC off top.
Bro, those are some great ideas.
You can spend $200 on 2K21, and you know by like shit, man, by next summer, by next summer, this is just money down the drain.
I spent 200 on 22.
Yeah, it's trash. And it will feel worth it because if you're on again, like I checked all of our profiles when I got the PS5. Like we legit be putting like 1,000 to 1,500 hours into every 2K. So it's like if you look at time per dollar, sure it pans out. But like you can't beat it. But I also shouldn't have to spend $200 to have fun. I think the starting out at 75 is a good point. Because, like, starting out at 65, you're the worst player on any roster in the
You're fucking garbage,
and it makes no sense because, like, you have this whole storyline about you, like, where you're supposed to be, like, a lottery guy. And it's, like, all the lottery picks are, like, in the low 70s, low to mid 70s, some even the high 70s. And it's, like, why would I not be in there if I'm supposed to be that guy, like, this generational talent that's worth having this whole entire thing about?
Or just separate. Because, the micro shit can be fun, but I don't want to have to... All right, guys, I got the game, and I do want to come hop online with you guys, but I haven't figured out what build I want to make yet, and I can't put any money into the build until I figure out which one I want to waste all my money on this year.
Yeah.
God forbid you make a bid that you think is nice, you put fucking $100 into it, and then actually I don't like it.
No, I can't fucking stand it. Like, it's fun, but I'm like, man, fuck. And
2K,
honestly, like,
man.
part of me is like,
that company, man. They even did
part
that
of me's
bullshit
worried because they own the golf game, and I've been playing the hell out of that. Like, in this first year, they didn't really do much to it, just because the game was basically already made, and 2K came in at the last like bit, and like I think, bought the rights to it. So I think HP Studios is the name of the company that the developer. So 2K's hands aren't in there at all. There is some microtransactions, but you never really need to do them because if you just play, you earn so much currency that you don't need to ever buy the currency. I'm just worried what next year's going to look like because next year they actually have someone back on the cover again, and it's Tiger on the cover.
I think your point of the black player base, because they know niggas want to look fly and they're going to buy these 50,000 VC do-rags that we put in the game. Can't really do that much with, and there ain't that many black people playing that golf game for them to profit like that. That's half of it, dog. I'm gonna spend. These kids will spend $150 real life money to wear an all V-Lone outfit and put a blacked out tattoo across their entire body and see nothing wrong with it. You ain't gonna get that at a golf, so I'm sure it won't get too egregious.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they that's the other part with like 2K too. It's like they made the fucking city, and it's like. You didn't need to do that. Or if you're going to do that, just like put a menu in there too so I can just pick what I want to do and I don't have to like walk everywhere. But it's like now like, you have to like play and like do quests to unlock fast travel. Which is just stupid. Like the thing is it's just meant to make you walk around and feel like you're missing out on shit so you pay money to get the shit you see other people have on. Like it's dumb.
Talk about predatory advertising. Predatory marketing.
It's horrible
because they know like you mentioned how much of the fan base is black, but how much of the fan base is like 25, 24 and under, like college age and under, that are on there begging for money to be spent.
Yeah, man.
Maybe games like Roblox were worse, where it's like advertising explicitly to like elementary school age kids, and you have to buy shit on there because I hear people.
It could be going down over there. I have no idea.
2K just
shit on no Roblox, but that's 2K. They did the
complain about their kids buying shit like that.
They did that with that 2K Battlegrounds. Remember they took over the NBA Jam game, and like it's cool and all, but then like they want you to buy those packs, whatever. So it's like if you pay $24.99 right now, then you can get all the players and all the legends and stuff. But it's like no, I just want to earn the currency. But you don't, dude. I'm not trying to pay 5,000 matches. So I can get enough currency to start unlocking all these players. And remember, they gave away the wrestling game 2K Mix. Remember the arcade one, the one I was super excited for. It's like, damn, nobody from my childhood I can play with.
WWE Battlegrounds, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say like just the microtransactions in general. Like, I don't have a problem when it comes down to cosmetics. Like I enjoyed I spent money on loot boxes in Overwatch. I enjoyed that, like the opening shit up, seeing the costumes shit like that. But don't like put like characters and shit like core gameplay shit like behind like a paywall. Like,
exactly.
It's just stupid. Like
exactly.
If it's like trash, fly ass jerseys I can get out of a loot box on 2K, I'm gonna do that. But like not. Don't make it. I have to pay money to have fun. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah. Shit, Avengers might get me, man. I might drop the 10. I'm trying to get this T'Chaka outfit. The one his dad wears.
Avengers even makes more sense because it's just cosmetics. Like you can not spend $1 and like max your player out. You just won't get all the outfits. But yeah, 2K is like the day you get the game, you just have to know you're spending another $20 on VC unless you bought the $100 version.
Yeah, and I mean, buy the game. Shit's kind of finally changed this year because there is like matchmaking for 3-on-3. But even like in years prior, like if you were like a no money spent player for the park, like people like will legit not play with you. Like you won't be able to play part of the game because people just step out the circle. Like
I am people.
Did you notice?
Brown shirt.
Did you guys notice they took off the VC difficulty multiplier? Well, remember you could just like spam the up and under and score hella points.
Last year's game.
Now they took that off a couple years ago. Like so, when you play my career games,
2 years,
you could put the difficulty on Hall of Fame. Yeah, and then the harder difficulty, the more shit you earn. Yeah, then they took the shit off.
2 games.
Yeah,
I was like, oh wow, this nigga has 30,000 VC in 2 games. Oh, we gotta take this shit away.
And people like pointed out too this week, like the only time 2K like does like these quick patches and fixes shit like that when there's ways to exploit the game for more VC. Like it's just fucking nasty. That's all.
People be finding them exploits though every year. People find something, and I be right there trying to try that shit after I see it on Twitter.
Yeah, but they be patching this shit on Twitter. That should be patched. That's how quick they be doing it.
What was that thing we did? There was something we did last year. There was something last year where you could get like hella VC. I know Tony will remember it.
I remember a couple years ago you could go into you can go to any of the stores, and if you would try the shit on, you could and just hit wear it out and then back out of the store. You would actually keep all the shit.
Yep, I remember that.
I went through and ran through them fucking stores. They patched that shit so quick.
I remember you had all the damn outfits. I was like, this nigga.
Oh, y'all were doing the thing last year where like I think you started a game and like you had to like play for like a half or something like that. Then you like turned your shit off or pulled the plug and then came back in and like you got hella stuff. Tyrell did it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think that might have been it.
I don't remember.
There was something like that. I remember that.
Playing that account no more.
You would get like all the points stuff you did for that first half, and then it would pretty much load it in twice.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, you would level up hella quick.
Yeah, I remember that. This nigga Tyrell's really stealing clothes out of swags. That's fucking hilarious.
Dog, this game makes you pay to like warm up, and it actually affects your play. Or not pay to warm up, but you gotta like really go spend 20 minutes. Thank God it's not like daily now like it used to be, but like you really gotta go work out for 20 minutes.
I do that shit even all last year. Now I'm gonna go to the fucking Gator Performance Center. Fuck that.
Shit, if you play the season enough, you just go to practice and get gym rat. Obviously, doesn't matter anymore.
I don't even worry about that, dog. Fuck that.
Bro,
they're not taking more time from me on some bullshit that I shouldn't have to do in the first place. Like, I did not get on this game and hit left, right on the fucking treadmill. Like, I'm trying to play basketball.
The worst. Nigga, I'm about to go run in the rec real quick. Oh, I gotta go do my workouts.
I gotta do push-ups.
And by the time you get back, niggas is gone.
Like, let me put this shit down. Yeah. Get my line.
That was one of you guys that found out how to cheat them the bench press shit or the squats.
That was me.
No, Mac told me about the leg press. You pull both the sticks up.
Leg press. You could do that on bench last year.
I know you do on bench.
Yeah, they ended up patching it like partway. Like not even
partway. The agility ladder was broken too. They give you 3 stars for nothing.
Yep.
Yep. I remember that.
He was like, just try your best. It don't even matter if you do good.
3 stars on the way, big homie.
Look what they force us to do in these damn games.
Hell no, you take anything you can get on that game. All right, y'all want to talk about what happened last week in the NFL? I got some quick. I don't have as detailed as last week because that went kind of long last week, so I just took some highlights that I wrote down. But if I miss anything, feel free. All right, Lamar got his first dub over Patrick Mahomes.
Thank God. Patrick Mahomes had his first loss in September.
Fuck Clyde. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I remember the week before they were like, Pat Mahomes has never lost in the month of September, and then he finally lost.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a 12-0 and 35-0 for touchdowns and interceptions. He's never thrown a pick in September ever, and I think he had 2 this week because they mentioned it. Once people start mentioning something, you know that shit's about to snap.
Mm-hmm.
Does this change what y'all think about the AFC's final picture at all, or no?
Not really. No. I think like the Chiefs can stumble a little bit because they were so much they've lost like 3-4 games over the last 2 years. So it's until I see someone like actually beat them when it matters, I'm not picking against them.
Yeah, and Baltimore wanted that game more than them, man. They know they can start off 0-2, especially how they fucked that game off against the Raiders. Yeah, they needed it, bro. Like
all them injuries, yeah. All right, Aaron Rodgers is still good at football. Put the fucking beat down on the Lions.
He's such a dickhead.
22 of 27, 255, 4 touchdowns.
He's good at football.
Yeah, well, Aaron Jones had 4 touchdowns, 3 through the air.
Oh my God.
Hey, Jared Goff didn't look half bad for a little bit. He didn't last very long, but Jared Goff looked decent. TJ Hawkinson went the fuck off. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a dickhead. After the game, we're just tired of trolls talking about how bad we played. Dog, you guys got fucking wasted. We weren't trolling.
We
were talking about how poorly you played. Your team benched you for the first time in your career. What are you talking about, trolls, nigga?
They got destroyed.
Got fucking
wore dick and I threw an interception.
That team. They made Jameis Winston look like fucking Aaron Rodgers versus Aaron Rodgers. No, I don't want to hear.
And this week the Saints look like the Packers.
Yes, they did.
Oh, do they really?
Sam Darnold and the boys. Yeah, they came through and wrecked fucking shop.
Hey,
Christian McCaffrey.
Hey, Sam Darnold. This is obviously not last week, but shit, last night Sam Darnold looked good. He's been looking decent. He got to get away from that Matt Gase stink.
Adam Gase is really like football cancer.
Yeah, my bad. I say Matt Gase. Yeah, Adam Gase is fucking garbage.
I guess someone did I post this in the chat? They were talking about like every team that he's left has won all the way back to his high school team. The year after he left his high school team, they won the
That's funny as fuck. That's hilarious. He's football cancer, bro.
That might be a fluff though, because like I got y'all to the doorstep and y'all just to laugh a little bit
every time. Every time he don't be getting nobody. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
If that's your resume, you could write that up nice.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the
and then just lie about why you left?
Did you feel more? I'm sure you felt more optimistic after week 1 than you did going into the season.
Week 1 moved my goalpost way further down the line than it should be.
Okay, so are you?
So
back
now
up
I'm kind of back closer to reality. But I will say I did not know the Panthers were this good. That's a really good football team, and I didn't. Yeah, last week kind of put them over for me. So
and
you guys had hella injuries.
They did just lose McCaffrey and J.C. Horn last night. J.C. Horn's foot's broken.
Yeah,
McCaffrey
so
got hamstring.
We'll see what they look like now. But like, they beat us the way a good team's supposed to beat a bad team. Like they look dominant. So,
but you guys had hella injuries too, though. Like you guys were pretty banged up, and you guys had like 7 coaches out or some shit.
They don't give you wins back for injuries and coaches out.
No,
like,
this is true.
If you're bad, you're bad. Like I feel like we just like I think I said it to you last week. Like I think we beat the Packers like that because you never have more time to prep than you do for your week 1 opponent, and we prepped better than they did. So we came out to kick their ass.
They're like, Aaron Rodgers fuck the Packers up. We don't care about week 2.
Yeah. So like, I'll take that as an abnormality. I think much of our season is, if it's like teams the quality of the Panthers, is going to look like this.
Yeah, and division games always. Who the fucking knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, they're solid. Hopefully, it looks like J.C. Horn's probably not coming back. I haven't heard an update on McCaffrey though.
McCaffrey, they said he's out a few weeks, and they're not ruling out putting him on the IR, but the short-term IR. But they haven't said how long he's out. That is what they said last year.
They said that for J.C. Horn, that I think it's like multiple bones in his foot, so he's like probably not coming back. Bro.
He looked good last night, and he looked good week 1.
Yeah, Derrick Henry had a Derrick Henry game.
So many
finally,
people
against the Seahawks, 35 carries, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did his thug thizzle.
Derrick Henry is really like just in. I think McCaffrey's still the best back in the league, but Derrick Henry just feels like he's in a league of his own when it comes to running the ball shit. Like they said he went into halftime. I think he had 13 carries for 35 yards, and in the second half he had 23 carries for like 150, 3 touchdowns, like 5 catches for 60 yards. Like this motherfucker is different.
And you know that shit.
If it was tiring. Like an NFL street draft. Who are you picking first out of McCaffrey and Henry?
Henry. I might go Henry.
I'm not taking Henry. Because you remember how fucking nice Edgerrin James used to be on them games? Nigga running the ball and coming down and kicking your face in? Yeah, I'm picking Henry.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's the better one for like the yard on Madden where it's like, you can't run the ball, you can only throw it. But Derrick Henry, yes, every time.
Yeah.
He's unfair. The long run he had where he like turns the corner and then bounces the fucking corner off the ground and then still outruns like 2 safeties. Like it just doesn't make sense for him to be that fast. He turns the corner. It's like, oh, that's probably a touchdown.
Them stiff arms coming with some stank on them.
He be posting his like stiff arm workouts where he's like on a balancing ball just pushing people out the way, or he's like bouncing a medicine ball off the ground. It's like, man, what kind of stupid ass shit is this? And it's like, oh, actually it works. He's strong as
Josh Norman's face on it.
His workouts be looking stupid as hell. I'm like, oh shit, this shit works.
And it doesn't make sense for him to, like a 6'4" dude being that fast. He be looking like he's running kind of slow, and then you see him just separating from people. He like running half sideways and shit.
Some big ass steps. He's out of here.
Fuck, man.
He be out of there. He be gone.
Would you rather be shot in the chest or ran over by Derrick Henry? Don't answer.
Derrick Henry.
Hey, speaking of shot, hold on. Not segue, but just kind of sidebar. There's no way you watched Titans yet this week, right, Shakur?
I watched it this morning.
What the fuck was going on? This might be the worst week for superhero shows of my life.
Nah, yeah, this episode was kind of buns. The nigga that plays Tim Drake looks like Drake, which is hilarious.
He does look like a young Aubrey, sort of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Nah, this episode.
But what the fuck was that?
I don't know, bro. It wasn't the best episode. Shout out
Tyrell,
to
we're gonna explain this to you real quick. So basically, multiple characters in the show have died, right? It just so happens that whatever like limbo all the way to the afterlife thing they're going on, they all somehow meet up. They never explain how the fuck this works, but the screen's just in black and white, and they're on a train, and it's the train to the afterlife to go be dead finally, right? They meet up on the train. They're like, man, I don't want to be dead. Me neither. They hop off the train and they go running through the fucking woods. These things pop up wearing like fucking like 2011 Lil Wayne like flannels and skinny jeans, and trying to suck their souls out of them. They run out of there, find another one of their friends inside a car, and he drives them to a bar that's like for the undead folks that are not trying to get on the train. They're in the bar. The bad people show up. Their friend pulls out guns and kills the bad people. Then they run from there. It's like, hey man, I heard if we keep go this way, there'll be an upside down tree in a tunnel. If we go through that tunnel, we go back to real life. They're like, hell yeah, let's do it. Mind you, the friend that they met there that took him to the bar, he can't go back because his body got fucking vaporized. He don't have a body to go back to. Like, he's dead. Like,
oh, that's why he can't come back?
Hell yeah, what the fuck how I gonna come back to?
I just thought of that.
He never seemed to address that though. Like,
he did say shit. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he
so
got
either way, they go down the bridge.
Vaporized.
The two people whose bodies are still intact get off the bridge and just come back to life. One of them was like on an operating table, like because he just got shot in the chest, and I guess he died on the table, but he came back on the table. And then the other one, it's Wonder Woman's
she's in
daughter.
Themyscira. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like on like their ritualistic table over there, and she just got up and somehow appeared like.
But somehow she was in Gotham though. Or
it wasn't Gotham. It was some coastal fucking island somewhere.
Yeah.
How'd you get here? Who was about to suicide himself? And then
this nigga Batman wrote a will or some shit. Nigga just poured gasoline in his living room and just tried to kill himself. And then she just shows up.
He laid down on the floor.
He was just laying on the floor breathing in smoke. And she just popped up. It was a bad episode. But
he got hella fucking sad because like one of the Robins got killed, so he left Gotham like, oh, I'm fucking done.
That's something that like the type of plot armor shit that would make me not want to watch the show anymore. Like, you mean to tell me I've seen 5 people get killed and now it doesn't matter?
But they never explain how that afterlife shit works. They just feel like, okay.
Like, this is the first time it's ever been mentioned in the show?
It's comic book superhero shit. Yeah.
That's weak as fuck. It would have been better if they built up to it and then you finally get to see, but like, them to just drop that in the random. No, this got to get reversed. I'm sure it's going to get reversed. Something's going to change. I haven't seen the show. Something's got to change.
Tim Drake was like talking all that big hero shit, like, yeah, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get him. And every time they had to fight inside the afterlife shit, he's like,
oh. That's because it sucks that they try to make Tim Drake he's black now, or like half black, whatever. And Tim Drake is easily the worst Robin of all time that nobody gives a fuck about. I was like, oh man, now I gotta defend the black Robin.
For that title.
He's fucking trash. But yeah, this is easily the worst episode. And What If was the worst shit I think I've ever seen this week. That shit was trash.
That episode sucked ass.
I will say this.
Oh my god.
Listen, damn bitch, shut the fuck up, nigga. Where your mom at, nigga?
Where your mom at?
So I thought it was bad, and I thought it was bad mainly because like I feel like all the other scenarios that they did, if those like were in a part of a movie or if those actually were to happen, I feel like you could have some interesting shit come from it, or like it would be enjoyable to watch. Maybe the first one, like I didn't really care about the chick that became Captain America, but all the other ones like, oh, this would be interesting to see like a full movie out of or a full series out of or something like that. This one was like, what? Like you guys just decided to get funny all of a sudden, and like spoilers for if you haven't watched this shit yet, but like Thor's just a party boy, and then Freya's
party
like,
god.
Go home. I'm coming to spank your butt. Like, no, that was fucking dumb. That shit was dumb.
Literally, the best part was like the last 5 seconds where they showed like
Vision,
Ultron,
Ultron,
yeah,
with the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, like that probably
yeah,
left me some shit, but then they
I
cut it off.
was probably tuned out. I barely remember that.
And that
shit.
I immediately now when I'm watching those, I immediately think of you, Blake, where it's like every single episode leaves on a cliffhanger. But it's like I wouldn't even want to watch like now there's just a bunch of like Asgardians on Earth.
This could have been a 15-minute episode. I've been cool.
It could have been a Disney short between the Marvel movie.
Yeah,
but pretty much all the other ones would have been like, damn, it would have been tight to see a full movie of T'Challa as fucking Star-Lord or Killmonger. Like the Killmonger one I thought was hella good. The zombies one was hella good. Like all where they're killing the superheroes was hella good. This one was like, because when I was watching, I was like, this isn't that bad. Maybe it's just the worst of all of them. And as it's going, it's like, no, this is
like the Doctor Who one was fucking dope. Like it went through some shit.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, this one.
This one fucking stinked.
Damn.
They gotta. All right, back to football shit. You know what also stinks? The Falcons' fucking defense. Tampa Bay did them 48-25. Tom Brady came through again. Big game. I don't know.
Atlanta fucking stinks.
Yeah, shout out to Arthur Morris, man. Don't let him put this on you, bro. Like we know this ain't you.
Arthur Morris or Arthur Smith? Or Raheem Morris?
What my brother's name is?
Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator.
That's my guy. I call him Arthur. His family call him Arthur. Y'all call him.
He's been good everywhere else. Don't put the shit on him. He was with Tampa last season. Or no,
He's been excellent everywhere else. One of the best coaches. One of the best.
Hey, he was one of the people that got mentioned last year where it was like, yeah, this dude, he did bad one time, and then he's been a defensive coordinator like 7 other places and had like top 5 defenses, but can't get another head coaching job.
Robert Kraft, don't be a coward. Fire Belichick and hire Raheem Morris.
Dog, yeah, Atlanta fucking stinks. Tampa Bay looks like the real deal, but also not as good as I was expecting after that first game at least.
No, they look like they still look as good to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the real deal. The fact that Antonio Brown is just like Antonio Brown again is terrifying. The fact that Gronk is like, oh shit, it's 2012.
Y'all looked at me crazy. This team's not losing a fucking game, and I don't know their schedule. They're not losing a game.
They're getting 6 easy wins in that division at minimum.
Somebody gonna slip up and hit them one time.
If they lose a game, it'll be because they punt it because they got everything locked up.
If they lose a game, it'll be this week because they playing the Rams.
They ain't losing that fucking game.
Hey, Matthew Stafford been looking nice.
He does. He ain't Tom Brady though.
I'll talk about him when we get to his. I want to talk about the narrative around Matt Stafford once we get to the Rams.
Oh shit!
Well, I mean, I only had like a short amount of narratives on here, so I got one more, and then we can freestyle if you want to talk about them.
Bet.
Last one, Belichick did what Belichick did and like humbled the fuck out of Zach Wilson. 4 interceptions, 4 sacks, 19 for 33.
It is incredible. He literally eats rookie quarterbacks for lunch. That's exactly how Justin Herbert looked there last year. That shit is so dumb.
Oh shit!
That's my favorite like regular season game ever, maybe.
Why would that be?
Yo, Blake's hella stupid.
Y'all got fucked up.
He didn't watch the game.
I don't need to. The box score is better.
That's crazy. Nah. Zach Wilson was out there getting his fucking salad tossed because Bill Belichick just got like arrested. I don't know what he does. He threw 4 picks.
Oh yeah, he gave it up.
You know what I think? He probably calls their college coach like, "Hey man, you know, I might have a spot for you next year on the staff. You just gotta tell me like what was his weakness? What did he struggle with? Like what's
the one thing he hates?" Bill Belichick after the game goes up to Zach Wilson's like, you know, I really like your mom. Is she here today?
You guys are stupid.
Gracious. Yeah, no. They got fucking dog walk. What was the final score of that game? I feel like the Pats were so bad that didn't even end up being egregious.
Yeah,
it's like 20-something. This
25. You know, you when we left our Airbnb to go to the stadium, I know Zach Wilson had as many completions to both teams. He had 3 interceptions.
Jesus Christ!
It was not looking good. All right. Get to this Matt Stafford shit you was talking about.
What you want to talk about? 27-24 Rams over Colts. What did you want to say?
So he's looked solid, right?
Yes.
I have been. So I listened to a bunch of football podcasts throughout the week, and I've heard on several just like casually mention like if he decides he wants to win MVP this year, or like
what
we've been. They said it on Mina Kimes. I want to say they said it on Chris Sims this week, and they said it on one other show I listened to casually, like, yeah, like he's playing so good. If he decides he wants to win MVP, like this Rams team could be different. Or like we've been telling people for years, like it was Detroit was the problem and not him. And again, he's looked solid. They haven't really asked him to do a ton, and they beat two like kind of whatever teams. If I'm not like they beat who they beat. They beat the Bears and
The Colts.
The Colts, yeah, like they beat two teams that are just like whatever that don't look all that good. So like he's just at best he's the third best quarterback in his own division right now. So to hear like sports media people talking about him if he wants to win MVP, like the real MVP of the league's not also playing in his division right now is hilarious to me. But me and Shakur have always we've always made fun of Matt Stafford because he can't win. It definitely was a Detroit thing. I don't care. That stat about him never beating any team that has
you
a
talking about
record.
the stat? Yeah, like
yes.
He's like 7 and like 50 something against teams 500 and up. That's the funniest stat you'll ever see.
That shit's funny to me. But like I think he's good, but to hear people like go from like people forget how good he is. Like we knew how good he was, they just couldn't win anything. So like him doing this now isn't some like revelation of like a come from behind story.
The narrative y'all are talking about though is the other half of it. Like so you can't say we knew how good he was because not everyone felt that way. Some people thought he was just like a compiler on a bad team.
I feel like most people I know had him somewhere in that like top 8 to 12 at worst of quarterbacks.
I've never heard y'all talk that high about Stafford ever.
The only time we talk about him is making fun of his record, but we never thought he was bad.
But what are we talking about? You doing this revisionist history shit now, and like y'all have been the two biggest Stafford critics I know.
We're only two people, fuck out of here.
I think I'll say like if he's top 10, he's like towards the end of 10. He's like 8, 9, or 10.
No, that's it. He's 8, 9, no.
He wasted Calvin.
All right, man.
Move on. Find a new slant.
Hey, hold on.
I've always said he's better than Matt Ryan. Joe Flacco.
So that's Sha'Carri Richardson, right?
Okay.
Nigga said she's dressed like Jeff Hardy.
Oh, she's doing okay.
What's the next game, Blake?
Nigga said she dressed like
Whatever
Jeff
game y'all
Hardy.
want, man.
I don't remember, Ma. I know you got him pulled up.
I've told you I didn't do it like last week where I like broke down the stats thing because that shit was OD.
What games are you guys looking forward to this weekend? Is there a particular game you guys?
How bad the referees were in that Chargers Cowboy game.
Oh my god,
Doug! Every time we had like a big play, we had 2 touchdowns called back. We had 2 big first downs called back. Keenan Allen got one of those taunting calls where he caught the ball on the nigga and then like looked down at him. 15
that
yards
shit is so trash. That taunting
25-yard reception. Doug, it obviously like holding calls or whatever, you can't do nothing about that. But like, we should have won that game by a touchdown and a half, and we fucking lost on a field goal. I want to lose my mind.
It was a long ass field goal though.
It was 58 yards, nigga. And I had to watch that shit from the back like a cut.
Hey, yo, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
All right. What games are we looking forward to this week, you said?
What games are you guys looking forward to this weekend?
I put some money on this, the Cardinals by 7.5 over the Jags, so I'm looking forward to that one.
How'd you do
that? My boy went up to Snoqualmie and hit the kiosk for me.
I might go up there tomorrow.
Yeah, he said.
What are you looking forward to? What's your lines looking like this week? What you got?
Yeah, let me know.
I'm gonna do that UFC one you did.
The 7?
Yeah.
Did you ever tell him what the payout was?
It's 10 bands.
It was like 10
for 100.
Yeah.
Was that all?
$80? $80 is like 10 bands.
Was that all underdogs?
A lot of like 3 underdogs, I think. 3 or 4 underdogs.
Damn, that's I feel like
if I don't go with them, I know for sure they're going, and I'm gonna have them put that shit in. Just fuck it. It's $80.
Yeah, you got the 80 to spend.
Yeah. Because if that happened and those won, I would be fucking disgusted.
Yeah, you got to do it. Now that it's even in the ether, you got to play it.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to do UFC bets for so long. Like, I do like their little pick'ems on their app or whatever. Because you don't put anything in for that, but Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Be wrong a lot of times. Sometimes I'll be right. Like, oh, shit, I could have.
Did you guys see the dude that had the 12-team parlay from Vegas where he had the
15
damn.
Yeah. Or was 15 teams?
Yep.
Yeah, 15-team parlay.
It was 15 legs. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was it? He had the Lions over the Packers, right? But he ended up, I think they cashed him out. So he got all those right. He didn't get the cash out. I thought he was going to get cashed out.
They said because it was Blake, you've heard about this, right?
No.
The dude bet $25 and he had a 15-leg parlay to win $750,000.
No.
And he got to Monday night. He was 14 of 15. He just needed the Lions to win, and the Lions lost. But he couldn't cash out early because it was one of those like promotional 25. So it wasn't his $25. It was just like, hey, you signed up for fucking Bet DSI.
Do it however you want.
Exactly.
I thought I saw something about like crazy. They let him. He didn't leave empty-handed though, or something.
He might have ended up getting something.
They got to comp him something.
It was.
I seen something that like he had the option to like take 125,000.
Yeah, I guess if you turn 25 into 125,
you got to comp me the room they put on Travel Channel, bro. Like fuck that. Like do a goodwill gesture.
Dog. Hey, if you guys could win 150, but you got to cash out, would you guys do it, or would you just try to, you know what, fuck it, we going for the 700,000?
Cashing out.
Yeah, you got to.
If my last game is the Lions, I'm cashing out.
Yeah.
I'd be hard pressed to not cash. The only way I would not cash out is that if the last game was on a heavy favorite to win.
Yeah. Like if I had the Packers as the last game and it was like 680 grand. Okay,
I'm gonna take that.
Like, or if I'm taking the Lions, if it's like Aaron Rodgers was just assassinated walking into fucking,
and I saw the body in person.
I watched his body drop. He looked like JFK, brains everywhere.
Seen him zip him up.
Dog, I'd vomit everywhere.
Yeah,
but shit, I'm looking at next week. There's not really any games. I'm looking forward to the Bucks, Rams, 49ers.
You got Bears, Browns. You get to see Justin Fields his first start.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of a tough front to go up against. That'll be interesting. The Bills. I don't know if they've had like their commanding performance yet to kind of get the confidence back in there. They've faced a Washington football team with a good defense. Taylor Heineke's been looking good. That'll be interesting. Probably a passing of the torch type of game here in the AFC North with the Bengals and the Steelers. Joe Burrow get to kind of knock Big Ben out for good, maybe, or not, because they look solid.
Big Ben is done.
Big Ben looks like shit.
Deontay Johnson's not playing this week either, so that's another plus for the Bengals.
That Steelers defense, though, T.J. Watt looks like he's earning every single dollar they paid him.
Yeah, they're getting.
He can't play quarterback.
He might be able to. They never asked.
So Tennessee just came off a close one with Seattle. They got the Colts this week. I don't know the story with the Colts right now. I mean, Carson Wentz, I think he's looked
he practiced
pretty good, right? He's looked solid.
Yeah, and he's playing this week. He was hurt. He hurt his other
two sprained ankles.
Yeah, so
hey, it sounds like some sadism type shit, but the Chargers and the Chiefs play. We always play the Chiefs close, like we play everybody close.
Shakur, if you had to put money on this Falcons and Giants game, which way are you going?
Like just straight up?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's it? Falcons and Giants? I think I'd go Falcons. Go Falcons.
Go Falcons.
I wouldn't.
Honestly, you know what? But I was gonna say like the Giants just like they should have won last week. Like what was it? Slayton dropped that touchdown. And they kind of had some bullshit after. Yeah.
It was in the wide open one, right? As he was.
Mm-hmm.
Bombed off his hands. Like.
But then, like, even still, like, Daniel Jones could be playing okay, and I still don't trust him because he's a turnover machine.
You shouldn't trust him because he's a turnover machine, but he can fucking sling that bitch sometimes. And against the defense this bad.
Have you guys seen, like, Kyle Pitts catch a pass yet? You guys seen, like, Kyle Pitts, like, in action yet?
No. Yeah, he hasn't done really anything, but that offense hasn't really done anything.
He had 6 catches last week. When he catches a ball, it looks different. Like, God, that's a big motherfucker. And he's fast as hell. You'd be like, man.
Yeah, 6 catches for 35 yards.
No, he had like 70-something yards last week, didn't he?
Okay, go off, King.
I have him in fantasy.
Okay.
The Falcons' best offensive weapon right now is Cordero Patterson. Nigga had 2 touchdowns last week.
Did he really?
The Giants are currently the 3-point favorite inside this game. It is Arthur Smith, not Raheem Morris.
That's why everybody's picking him up in fantasy. Because I've seen like 3 notifications for like some separate leagues. I'm like, yo, why the fuck are niggas picking up Cordero Patterson in fantasy football?
They're banking on Cordero Patterson being consistent.
So he's like a running back now? I guess.
Yeah. Been like for 2 years now. 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was a running back in Chicago too.
Yep. Saints and Patriots. No comment.
Hey, you guys don't have a rookie QB. You should be fine.
If the Saints are back healthy and they got all their players, I think I like the Saints to win that game.
All right, Chargers, Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs on that one.
We missed the kick last week, so I'm not confident, but I think it'll be. I think we'll lose by 4.
Yeah, what did you say when we did the win prediction this year? You said 11 for the Chargers.
Yep.
All right, you gotta start picking them up somewhere.
We do. Hey, we decent. But I'm looking at the NFL app. The Chargers or the Chiefs. Sorry, the Chiefs has won 31 of their last 35 against the AFC West. So.
All right, so it's got to end at some point, right? That's only.
We got one of those. We got one of those 4 losses off on them.
Let's go.
4 years ago.
I'll get another one. What y'all got for Kyler Murray, Shakur?
Hope and a dream.
What y'all got for Chandler Jones?
That ain't nothing. Prayers down. Out Shalom. I'm not a fan of this. I'm taking a break.
Kyler Murray might be my best fantasy football pickup ever. This motherfucker is incredible.
Yeah. Y'all better have some AEW wrestlers come out the fucking locker room and assault these Cardinals.
CM Punk.
Yeah, we are. Get smoked.
Lamar might go for 200 in the air, 200 on the ground against the Lions this week.
Oh my god.
I could see it. The Lions offense looks decent, but their defense is awful. They just lost. Yeah. They have no DBs at all. Their offense has been moving though.
He does off cleats.
Miami and Las Vegas. That's an ugly game. I need
to. And Tua's out. He got a fractured rib.
Oh yeah, and Derek Carr out.
Oh too? Yeah, Jacoby Brissett starting.
Jacoby Brissett's getting the start.
Oh yeah, and Derek Carr's out, right?
You said Derek Carr's out?
Yeah, and he hurt.
What?
I thought Derek Carr got hurt.
Oh, I know that.
Fuck you see that at?
I swear Derek Carr was banged up or something.
Breaking news.
Oh shit! I'm just making shit up. I don't know.
Yeah, who this nigga know?
No, because then he get hurt. Because Peter came in last week. He might have just got banged up for a couple plays. Because they got that. Because everybody's like, yo, why the fuck is Nathan Peterman in the NFL? Because he's on the Raiders. Of course.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't see anything about Derek Carr being injured right now.
Oh, never mind then. All right, well, we going with the Raiders. They about to be 3-0. Goddamn.
Teddy Bridgewater taking on the Jets. Probably another dominant performance for Teddy.
Who are they playing?
The Denver
Broncos and the Jets.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Teddy's looked decent for sure, but they've played the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, they've been playing some horse shit.
They're playing literally all of the worst teams in the league.
So yeah, they literally just beat up.
Look at y'all being anti-black. Wow.
I didn't say anything bad about him. I said he looked decent.
No, you trying to discount what he's performed. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, you say the nigga was going to lose.
I'm catching y'all now. See? How's it feel? Be on the other side of it.
I won't. He in my division.
Oh, fuck out of here.
I've never been a Teddy.
He's also in your skin division. How about that?
Kinfolk ain't skinfolk, my boy.
Hey, but also everybody that wears your uniform ain't always on your team, though.
He got fucking bars for you. Summer Madness is happening tonight.
Oh shit!
Hey, we might need to live stream Summer Madness the way these face-offs been going.
Y'all ain't about that.
Dude, the face-offs are like some of my favorite shits to watch. Them shits be hilarious.
I can't fucking wait. I'm gonna watch Summer Madness tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna watch UFC. It's gonna be great. Tampa versus LA. We already talked about that kind of. I'm surprised that's not the Sunday night game. Oh, that's because. What the fuck?
Packers 49ers is the Sunday night game.
Why?
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.
Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy G. You know, you got Kyle Shanahan.
Fox has to have like a certain number of like big games and shit.
Yeah. I bet this Tampa Los Angeles is probably America's game of the week. That's probably like the national broadcast last 4 o'clock.
This is Tom Brady's first career game in LA. I feel like he's played long enough that he would have played against like the Raiders or something.
Yeah, why would you not put Tom Brady in SoFi Sunday night? Whatever. Seattle versus Minnesota seems like a blowout for Seattle. Probably. Am I missing something?
No, I think Dalvin Cook was banged up a little bit last week too because he's Dalvin Cook. But he's I
think he still had a decent game though. He's like among the top rushers last week.
Yo, speaking of Dalvin Cook, did either of you guys watch that Georgia game last week? Dalvin Cook's younger brother is the starting running back for them. That motherfucker is nice.
For real?
He took his helmet off, and we were like, wait, that kind of looks like Dalvin Cook. And then his name is James Cook, and we're like, oh, it makes sense. That motherfucker is nice.
That's hilarious.
What was it that, man, I remember I put this in the chat a minute ago where they were talking about Dalvin Cook's time at Florida and how, like, I think it was in high school. Like, he didn't have, like, a set position. It's just, like, whatever side was doing worse, he'd play that side that game.
Yeah, I remember reading that about that.
What was that on? What was that about? It was an article? I think it was an article.
Yeah, it was an article.
Yeah, that shit was insane. Crazy ass athlete. And then Philly versus Dallas Monday night game, which I don't know. I honestly like this annoys me so much that those two teams get like so much fucking prime time when they be like mid as hell.
Yeah, but they be entertaining though. The NFC East is entertaining for some reason. I think just because like
their fans are they got the best fans. I'll say that.
For sure.
They're the most.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
I will say Cowboys fans are nice as fuck. They never had somebody dap me up and congratulate me after an L.
Like they for letting us come and put our feet up on the couch.
Hey, that's their town, nigga. I was a guest.
Yeah. Cowboys fans everywhere.
Thank God they were blue too, because that stadium was just blue as fuck.
Interesting.
You're probably leaving that stadium.
You wasn't fucking with it?
I loved it. It was a great time for me.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were going to say something else because of your affiliations.
No, you didn't.
Oh, my God.
That's a nice red shirt.
What was
that? Grape Street. It's Grape Street.
We don't do video. Nobody can see.
Oh, my God. Okay. This is the last thing I have to share. So, today... man. Today I had to go somewhere, right? Okay. And this place that I was at, I was waiting inside a lobby, and in this lobby, I'm just sitting there, like minding my own business, waiting for my name to get called or whatever. And in walks this dude wearing a fucking kilt, right?
Okay.
So.
And that angered you? Why?
Blake saw the potatoes.
No, none of that. Like, but his shit was like his shit was kidded. Like he had like a little what's that called? Fanny pack sort of thing where he's like holding all of his perfumables and all that, and he had like the long like Irish socks and all this shit. I don't know where he was coming from, or it's just how he gets down on Fridays. Either way, he comes in. They have like a self-checking kiosk thing that you're supposed to like do, but he goes to the front instead and just like tries to talk to the lady like, "Hey, I'm here to do da 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 da." And she's like, "Sir, we have a self-checking kiosk." And he's like mad, like talking to himself under his voice like that. I was like, "You can't be coming here wearing a kilt and like be all grumbly and drawing attention to yourself." Like, and I'm like watching him like be mad at the kiosk and like talk to himself like out loud. And this lady that's like sitting diagonal from me, she was just on the phone with somebody, and she's just sitting there with her jaw just dropped, like smiling and like laughing at him being mad. And I looked at her and started laughing. And then they finally call my name, and like I get up to like go to wherever we gotta go, and I'm walking past him, and you just mugging me.
That nigga's gonna come kill you.
No smoke with a nigga in a kill. I'm out of there.
Hell no.
He probably turned around, seen that lady laugh, and got pissed.
Yeah, you have shillelagh in the car.
Having somebody be mad at you in a kill, I think you so unserious.
Yeah, man.
You grumbling and angry at me in a kilt, bro. Put some pants on. Put some underwear on, dog.
I for real wanted to ask him if that shit had pockets. It was like, oh, that's kind of dope. Like, no. you got cool out here. You got storage. Like, you doing the thing.
You made the right decision.
What y'all not gonna? If you score, you hit on one of these parlays, you not gonna get a skirt. That's the fashionable shit right now. You ain't in.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't doing no shit like that. Respectable black man. I ain't wearing no fucking skirt.
Yeah, he's just gonna get some leather joggers again.
I think Lil Uzi's Met Gala outfit, dog. He had a fucking skirt and like a leather snake.
Oh, but when no, I'm joking. Never mind. That's funny.
Erykah Badu was his date, so I mean he's doing something right.
Lil Uzi Vert?
It's his plus one, I should say. I don't know if it would what the relationship was, but she was with him. She was accompanying him.
All-Star Game really had leather popping that one year. That's crazy.
Yuck.
Dude, I remember I wore them shits to the club. I almost passed out. I almost had a goddamn heat stroke. I was so goddamn hot.
Had vacuum sealed farts when he took the bitches off.
Dog, I was so goddamn hot. Like I think we was downtown. I remember I had some shorts in my backpack.
Count up.
And bro, I was like, hey man, I'm not going back in there. I'm just go to the little local bars out here, man. I can't go back in there, bro. I'm too hot. I was about to die.
Did you have to cut them off?
No, I just changed.
I couldn't imagine.
I just go in the bars.
And you wearing leather. That shit got to be
Scores and TLU's dressed like Catwoman.
No, but they were. Yo, you're stupid as fuck. That might have been where we were at. But people would like chicks were like fucking with them. They said, hey, those are kind of hard. Like some chicks was they give. I got some compliments on them.
Bitches just into dominatrix and shit.
Man, dog, I got them shits off Karma Loop. I had the red pair too. I had the Eddie Murphy pair too.
No, I remember you came over with the red pair, and then that was in Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 5. It just came out. We were both wearing red leather pants on there. It was like a GTA character.
Yeah, I was on some bullshit.
You're sick.
What y'all bonded over? Red leather knickerbockers.
Knickerbockers.
Clicked up.
All right, man. Y'all got anything else?
No, sir. I'm ready to kill.
No, not really. I'm just glad to have us all back, man. I'm glad you made it back from LA safe, man.
Hey, man, you know I'm good on any ML.
We're not all back.
Yeah, well, Tony will be back when he's back, but it's nice to have. Glad you have you back, Tyrell.
It's gonna be a wild ride when Tony finally gets back.
All right, episode 27. We out of here.
Oh, okay.